what up? What up? What up, Stileet?
Well, it's good. It's just good to be here in New York, man. It's a different scenery from the Bahamas. Just trying to get out there, trying to do my thing.
Definitely, man. We've known each other for a couple years now. I've been able to see you perform and see and hear your music and your movement too.
Yes.
The rake and scrape movement. Speak on that a little bit, and how it's different from other music forms, and also how it's similar, and how you became to be, the forefront leader of the whole situation.
Well, rake and scrape is an indigenous piece of music. Every country, every island, they have their own culture, their own genre. And in the Bahamas, our genre, we run under the theme of rake and scrape. And that's it's similar to soca, similar to calypso. It's fast tempo. It's party music. It gets you jumping. It got vibes. It's like I say, it's indigenous. It's heavy metal to some people. It gets you rocking, and that alone, not everywhere in the world have seen it before. So now that I'm taking it global, being performing for a number of years in my country, one of the top performers, they call me the closer, the party animal, is being here to New York and the BB King Bar and Grill, where my government took a few of us and brought us here. It's just crazy to see that the reaction from people receiving something that they've never heard before, that they've never seen before. And they were saying they didn't know that the Bahamas had such music as what we have, and to the level the performance are. They didn't know that we were capable of doing the same thing as anybody else or any other Caribbean island. So we just gave them a taste on this trip. I wish I had a few more days to actually show them how rake and scrape go, and really show them how to do the Bahamian dance and nice up the place and give them good vibes. But other than that, rake and scrape we're taking it to the world.
All right. Tell me about the Bahamas in general. I've been there a few times. You showed me the town and every all the dope parts. You know what I'm saying? Not just the touristy parts.
Yeah.
But talk about the culture there and the music and how it's different from other places.
Well, there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of countries, they have different festivals. They have different events. For us, rake and scrape and junk canoe is what we live off. I eat off a rake and scrape. That's all I know. That's all I do. Like say Jay-Z, he's hip hop all straight all the way. Kanye West, they do what they do. Me back in the Bahamas, I'm the same way, just under the genre of rake and scrape. And most of the island, most of the artists, that's what they feed off. Some of us, we're only artists. We don't do anything else. And if you were ever, like when you were there, anybody else, if they were ever to come to the Bahamas and they see the tempo and the pulsation, the pumping vibe that rake and scrape bring to the people, it's something that you cannot explain. You can only witness it. And growing up as a little boy, Junkanoo was what I first started out with. And then using the raw elements of Junkanoo, combining it with rake and scrape, has me to where I am now. And every island in the Bahamas, from the kids to the elderly ones, they know me as the party animal. Yeah. They know me as the rake and scrape general, the hype man. When I take stage, it's showtime. They know that this is going to be a rake and scrape night. Yeah. A number of artists in the Bahamas, they do different genres, all which is not a big deal. But when they see me, they know that the country is going to be well represented, because I'm bringing you the 242, which is the Bahamas area code, and the flag. As long as they see the flag, they know that is rake and scrape. So that's a good thing to know, that when they see me, they know that this is going to be the Bahamas repping straight up.
Now you're going to have to tell people what Junkanoo is.
Well, Junkanoo is an African form of music. You get the goatskin drum. The drums are made from goat skin or cow skin or sheep skin, and you beat it around a 55-gallon rim, and you take the hair off it, you heat it up with fire, and it gives you this rhythm that nobody else basically in the world has. And then we got the raw cowbells. We make cowbells out of metal, and we shake them a particular way, that shakalung, and then combining that with the just like that, your head has to move. Then we got the whistles, then you got the trumpets, we got the horns. It's just basically like some of the call it, they have their marching band. We just have the Junkanoo band, and when they call it the best carnival music of the world. This is the best festival music of the world, and it's called Junkanoo. So I combine Junkanoo and the raw elements of rake and scrape, and you got party time. Yeah, it's showtime. Trust me, you always showtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, talk about your music a little bit in terms of releasing music. I know you have a couple albums and mixtapes. Speak on those efforts and what you have coming up.
I've released a number of albums. One was called Yeah You See, and that was my signature album of breaking out into the Commonwealth of the Bahamas back home. And that has taken me a very, very long way because everybody knows me from that album. And I just did another album it's called Bahamian Tempo, which is taking my rake and scrape up to another level on par with all of the different music in the Caribbean. So now when the guys hear our music, they will be like, okay, this is competition. We got to step up our game, or we got to stay current. And Bohemian Tempo had a lot of different mix. I had one soca scrape. It was a mix between rake and scrape and soca. Then I had a dub, a reggae dub mixed with rake and scrape, which was all good vibes because people can relate to it all around the world and all around the Caribbean. Now the upcoming album I got now is called Global Rake, because rake and scrape. So I just put it on a global stage. So it's called Global Rake. This has fusion with a number of different type of genres: hip hop, R&B, a little soca, a little dub. It's a number of fusions that I'm doing on this album because it's more on an international scale, which is I'm taking the Bahamas to the world, combined, excuse me, with other folks who've already make it to that level. So taking the Bahamian music, the rake and scrape, and combining it with artists from all over the Caribbean. And I have other artists from right here in New York, the United States, such as CeeLo Green. I would like to link up with him. I've reached out to Alicia Keys 1 or 2 years back. I've spoken with Flo Rida through social media a few years back. I would like to get with Andre 2000. His energy, along with my energy, is guarantee music to the world. Ludacris himself, Kanye West. There's a lot of music that I have that is that was produced and able to feature folks like that. The R&B scene, the hip hop scene, because this is all hip hop.com, so I can't really just introduce or involve hip hop. And you need the fusion is just like really, really cool. You remember when you said you'd be together forever, but then you started hanging out with that other fella? Don't worry about no wedding, because there'll be no marriage. So cancel all the roses and the horses and the carriage. We had a good thing going, but you messed up, Brooke. Now I got girls calling me, ringing my phone off the hook. Bye-bye now. My time for you is gone. I got one line left, and I need this from a song. You get that? You get that? You get that? She leave me and she gone. That's one over right there. So that's like the kind of fusion that I'd probably put Kanye West on, probably Flo Rida on. That's where they would be, and a few lines more. I can't really give them all because they gotta, you gotta link with me. The 242, you gotta link. So that's basically like what I would want to do. You see, on the rake and scrape side, fused with an international scene.
Yeah. Talk about coming here to New York and performing for people where the Caribbean is huge, obviously. Was there anything different than home?
Well, for me, any stage is a stage, because it's all about the mental. My performance doesn't change if it is one person or if it's 10,000 people. But coming from a small town of the Bahamas that has just under 400,000 people in the whole country, and coming to New York, where there's people walking all over you, and the atmosphere, the big buildings, and just this platform is enormous for me because the opportunities and to take stage, and people never heard of you or heard of your music before, and they jump to you as if you're Michael Jackson or you're Prince, James Brown. It's like they recognized you from somewhere before, or this music is it. They just start vibing to it, and that's the kind of thing I'm looking for, that international vibe, taking the Bahamas to the world, Stileet brand, global, and watching them just feeding, and then, after the performance, everybody is, they're rushing to you, and they're giving you that feeling that you're looking for, that dream that you're trying to, accomplish from a little boy, having the thought in your mind to say that I want to be this, seeing your goal, your vision, coming into reality. You can see stadiums parking all over New York. You can see Times Square having you there live, ready. Bahamian music, rake and scrape. It's just a different vibe. New York is really, really crazy because being at the BB King Bar and Grill, it is unbelievable just to be there. It's an honor because him as an African American set the stage, and not only that, being a musician and an incredible, a mad, talented guitarist. I'm a guitarist back home. I play the lead guitar, and watching him back in his day, even I watched him featured on Martin on Fred Stanford show. All of that helped them as African Americans, all of us, to elevate to where we are and give us this opportunity in being here. So being there and seeing all the pictures and the artists that were there, being in New York, to be a part of that with my rake and scrape, let me tell you something. It has to be something changing. It's a guaranteed hit for me being in New York. Oh yeah, man. Trust me, I've been raking and scraping in New York.
That's what's up. All right, we're about to wrap up. But since you're called the party animal, give us 3 to 5 ways to get the party started.
Hear me out. You can check me on any social media.
Oh, yeah, give me your social.
So you can check me on Instagram, Stileet_RNSG, Facebook, Stileet, Stileet. You can link me up on Twitter. It's also just at Stileet, Stileet. Snapchat, Stileet_1. To get the party started, all you got to do is just listen to my rake and scrape. When they call the name Stileet, and as this get global, it goes like this. I am the party animal. It's me who come to mash up this festival. Oh, my Lord, take me to the streets, time to carry on bad. Let me tell you, New York, I can rake and scrape this guitar. Oh, my Lord. That's what I'm trying to tell you right here, see? It's just the energy, the vibe. As long as you book Stileet, as long as you hear this name, when you hear the vibes of the Bahamas, you will remember Bahaman. You will think of James Brown. You will feel as if this is Michael Jackson. Prince hasn't gone. The elements, the retro style, all of the Lenny Kravitz is all combined in this one thing you see sitting right here in the front of you on allhiphop.com. Stileet, Stileeto, the rake and scrape general from the Bahamas, the party animal. Get it running right.
So you the only way to get the party started? There's no other ways?
Well, I would say there are other ways. Travel the islands of the Bahamas. Look up Rake and Scrape online. Just venture off. Get out of the norm. We are so comfortable in what we do. Just do things different. Look at different vibes. And right here, this is a different vibe. New York, trust me, you ain't seeing nothing yet. I will be back. The party starter is here. The closer they call me, the headliner, the energy god. I ain't gonna say anymore. I am the party animal.